like day one session of, yeah, AK, please go ahead. I believe you have some queries, doubt, questions. Please go ahead.
Oh, sorry, sir. I accidentally pressed it.
No worries, no worries. That's fine. So just to kind of give you this thing overview, guys. In the yesterday's discussion, I have just mentioned about what all will be the course content, how we are going to go through our particular course, what are the things which we will consider, and obviously, like today, I'm starting with you can say like basic setup of Java, and after that we'll jump on to Java basics, whatever content was available over the course, guys. Okay, so I'll share my screen and let me know if you guys are able to see my screen, and obviously I hope everyone are able to kind of listen me, guys, right? So just at high level, guys, with respect to the course, which like the yesterday's discussion we had, right? So overall, I believe we have discussed on these pointers which are mentioned over here, correct? So out of this, anybody is facing any challenge or any issues in setting up this thing, right? Please feel free to kind of ask your doubts, queries, questions. Okay. So I hope everyone has done the setup. If anybody is facing any challenge issues, please feel free to kind of unmute and please raise your concern, queries, doubts, questions, whatever you have with respect to the installation and setup. So I'm repeating again. The only prerequisite which we have is Java installation should be there. Okay, whether you are using Windows or whether you are using Mac, Java installation should be done. Second is we will start with our editor called as IntelliJ. Okay. So for Java activity, we can start with IntelliJ, and later on we will have some discussion on Eclipse also when we are moving to TestNG or other topics, guys. Okay. So just to kind of give you an this thing, right? I believe everyone has installed or let's say done the setup. So just first screen which you guys will see in IntelliJ, guys, is will be like something like I'm opening a fresh instance of IntelliJ, guys. Okay, so just have a look onto this. I'm exiting all the projects whatever I have prior projects. Okay, so guys, here is the first screen. Ignore this all the projects which you can see on the left hand side, but yeah, this is the very first screen which you will see. Okay, I'm repeating again, guys. Please try to make sure you follow me. Okay. So I'm closing all the instance, whatever is active. Okay. I'm opening IntelliJ again. So, guys, I'm repeating that our practice of all the Java concept will be done on IntelliJ. Later on, for TestNG, we might migrate to Eclipse. Okay. So this is like the first, obviously this section will be blank, or let's say this will not present. This is project, customize, plugin, and learn more. Okay, you can just check the versions and everything. So right now I'm not updating the version, guys. I'm keeping the version as it is. Okay, I'm not changing anything. Okay, so once you kind of do this, after that, please click on new project. Okay, so once you click on new project, okay, so I'm just giving the name as Selenium. Okay, Fab 2025 project. Okay, so guys, I have just given this name, Selenium Fab 2025 project. Okay, so this is the name. Over here everyone can see that this is the location where my project will sit. Okay, and if I want to create a git repo for this project, you just need to check this. So whichever repository is right now active in my local machine, through that it will create a repo, guys. Okay, so I don't want to create a repo because I obviously want to explain something with respect to git, and then later on we'll talk about that. Here we have, guys, archetype. So archetype is nothing but the Maven template, guys. Okay, so Maven template is nothing but by default there are several templates which has been created by Maven, guys. Okay, so right now here if you see that we are kind of selecting a Maven archetype, guys. Okay, so based on that we can have some default created Maven archetype. Out of that, we usually kind of right now we kind of select quick start, guys. Okay, this is the one we usually kind of consider whenever we are working with Selenium, guys. Okay, so anybody has any doubts, queries, questions on this particular screen, guys? This is the first screen where we are kind of creating a new Java project. Anyone, please feel free to unmute and speak up, guys.
So do we need to follow this one, the exact setting?
Yeah, this is the same thing which you will follow if you guys are using IntelliJ. Okay,
Okay,
same.
the location, I click project, but how you go cucumber and project? Is what we need to type or how?
So this is nothing but Cucumber project is a folder basically. Okay, you can ignore
Oh,
that.
okay, okay,
Inside
okay.
that, my project name will be Selenium Feb 2025 project. Okay, obviously you guys can kind of click on this and create a respective folder wherever you want to save your project. Correct. So right now, if you notice this below section, right, the project will be created in so and so location. So Cucumber project is not a project, it's a folder. It's the name of the folder. I can obviously update this, and inside that my project will sit. Perfect. Is it clear,
Uh,
everyone?
Here, here we are using like Cucumber also or only test engine framework.
Yes, I mean, right now, obviously, by this folder name, don't get confused, guys. This is just a name, okay? It is not that we are trying to have the Cucumber or something. You can obviously change this, guys, not a problem. You just need to select this and you can create a folder or something, or let's say you can store it at, let's say, one step prior to this, you can store at that location also. Okay, that's not a problem. So here, obviously, if I want to kind of store in some other folder, I'll create a folder right away over here, and based on that, I can select the respective destination folder. Right now, what I'm doing is, if I click on create over here, one project will be created under this folder. Okay, don't I mean judge the name. You can ignore this name, guys. This is just a folder name. That's it. Okay, clear, everyone? The location, guys, for
Yeah,
you, you can change this, not a problem.
yeah,
Perfect,
if
clear, everyone?
possible, can you please change the background to white color?
Yes, sure. I'll do that. Once we are creating a project, after that, I'll change the look and feel.
Okay.
So I hope everyone are comfortable on this particular this thing. Okay. So guys, I'm clicking on create, guys. Okay.
Yeah, hello, sir. Just a minute. Can we parallelly start on Eclipse?
You guys can start on Eclipse. Those who wants to kind of have this on Eclipse, you guys can start on Eclipse. Those who are comfortable on IntelliJ, parallelly, please starts on IntelliJ. No, not a problem. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just change this um, color combination of this IntelliJ. Okay. So guys, I am not going in detail about this particular folder structure right now. Obviously, I'll go in detail once we are talking about various, you can say, dependencies and other details. Right now, we are fully focused on Java topics, guys. Okay, clear, everyone? Okay, perfect.
yeah.
So I'm just, I mean, uh, changing this, guys. Okay, just a second. Okay. Go to view. There should be something called as okay, perfect. So I hope this font is correct. If you guys are still having issues with this, please let me know, guys. So, so just to kind of give you an overview, guys, I have not created a Java project. Okay, I have created a Maven project. Okay, so Maven project by default will have the Java setup and everything installed locally. And if you guys notice that we got the src folders and we got something called as pom.xml. Okay, so I'm not going in detail about this pom.xml. Okay, so that's what I said, that we will go in detail about this at the later stage of our framework discussions and everything. Okay, so anybody has any you can say queries on this folder structure, anything you want to ask, please you can unmute and speak up, guys. Okay, so
Sir,
over
you're telling
yeah, go ahead,
you're
please.
telling Java na or else a framework, sir?
No, this we are trying to study right now, the Java topics. Okay. Uh, Obviously, I have created a Maven project. Okay. So don't get
Okay.
confused that we are kind of starting the framework. We are starting with the Java topic discussion, guys.
Okay.
Okay. So in this, obviously, you might see some folder structures and everything. So you can ignore that. Okay. So right now, I will directly start one, you can say topic inside this particular folder, which will be purely based on Java. That is nothing to do with Selenium, TestNG, any of the topics which we will learn later on. Okay. Right now, I am purely focused on Java topics, guys. Okay. So don't worry about the folder structure right now, but yeah, overall this is the, you can say, folder structure which will get generated, which will get created whenever we are creating a Maven project. Okay, please keep that in mind. Perfect. So guys, over here, just to kind of give you an overview, IntelliJ will have a lot of options at the top section. Obviously, you will have a lot of options at the project level. Okay, like if you want to kind of tree structure, hierarchical structure, you will have the option to run the particular file from this section. You will have the option to build the project from this section. Okay, so all this we will see in the coming you can say in the next I would say next few this thing, when once we start with our hello world program. Okay, so just to give you an overview, guys, over here we have two folder. One is src main and second is test Java. Okay, so out of which we are purely working on test Java. Okay, so I'm creating one file, guys. Okay, if you consider over here, I'll create one file. Okay, so to create anything inside a particular folder, just do a right click on the respective folder and click on new, guys. Okay, so I'm just generating one file called as readme.md. Okay, later on I'll move this file, guys. Okay, so right now as I mentioned, guys, what we are going to see is the first thing which we have is nothing but a package, guys. Okay, so anybody has idea what is package, guys? What is package in like you can say in terms of framework or anything, right? What is the first let's say what is the term package means in our framework, guys?
Package is nothing but a folder which contains some same set of files,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe config file or some
Correct.
master files or anything.
So guys, package is something similar to
Yeah.
folder. Okay, it has nothing to like just the name. Whenever we are learning a framework or any of the you can say topic in Java, everything is actually decorated in a single folder, and that single folder in Java we term it as a package. Okay, so I'll give you one quick example. You guys are aware that we have something called as string. Okay, so what is string in Java? String is nothing but a class in Java. Okay, it's a class in Java. It's not a pack. So when we say it's a class in Java, this particular class will have a lot of packages, and those particular packages will have a lot of individual base classes, guys. Okay, when I say base class, basically that particular package will have a lot of classes, guys. Okay, so this particular hierarchy, when I'm saying that string is a class, inside this class we will have, like, inside this string we will have package, inside this package we will have a lot of .java files, guys. Okay, so package is nothing but a collection of similar type of files, and most of the file in Java we will have the extension as .java, guys. Okay, obviously, correct. So over here, obviously we are starting with our topic, right? So in this, what exactly we will do is, you guys can see the icon of the package, which is nothing but org.example. Okay, so this is the, you can say, standard way of writing, or you can say the best way of writing the respective package name. Okay, so let's say if you are working on a Citibank project. Okay, so you are working on, let's say, some of the banking module. Okay, so the project name or something will be something similar to org dot your organization name or something. Okay, and then you will say Citibank, and then you can give the module name whatever you are working. So in this way, we are kind of providing the package name to all the folders whatever is available. So over here, if we are practicing with Java, so to create a package, just click on this folder, guys. Okay, right click on this and just click on new. Everyone can see that we are having something called as package. Okay, so over here I'm giving the name as org.example.basics of Java. So everyone, please understand, this is the naming convention which is being followed throughout your framework structure, whether you are following BDD style of writing, whether you are following REST assured framework, anything. So this is the way you usually provide the name to the package. Okay, obviously you may see some of the organization obviously is not following it. That's not a problem, but the standard way of writing in any of the framework is being followed with either com dot something something or org dot something something. Okay, so com dot is also correct, organization dot example is also correct. Okay, once you hit enter, you will see that org.example is having one more package. So here, if you notice, basics of Java is the package name, guys. Okay, so can anybody tell me whether org.example is a package or basics of Java is a package? Anyone, please? Yes.
org.example.
org.example is a package. Inside this, we have a sub package called as basics of Java. So both are kind of considered as package only. Okay. Inside this, if you want to kind of create one more package, it is obviously possible, guys. A package can kind of go in a hierarchy one after the other. That's not a problem. Okay. So you can create n number of package as per your configuration, as per your need, guys. Please remember this. Perfect. So guys, over here I am stopping for the package discussion. So over here, from here, we will create some Java files. Okay, not some, only one or two. After that, we'll move to the basics, guys. Okay, so in this, I will just create one new file. Everyone can see when I'm going new, you can see that we are having something called as Java class. Okay, so once you create this, you just need to name the file, guys. So let's say hello world, and over here, guys, there are four options. One is class, interface, enum, and annotations. Okay, interface, enum, annotations we will discuss later on in the class, guys. Okay, later sessions basically. So I'm just clicking on class, and once you click basically class, you guys can see the basic structure of a class will be kind of getting created, guys. Okay, so first of all, guys, hello world, if you notice, there is a C symbol which is being shown. So that resembles that it's a class, guys. Okay, and over here the structure has been created, guys, okay, for the particular class. Okay, so you guys can see that this particular class is actually present inside a package called as package org.example.basics of Java, okay, which is still this particular location. After that, you can see that we are having public class hello world. The name which is present for the class and the name which is visible over here, both should be same, guys. Please remember. Okay, I'm repeating, the name which is visible over here and the name which is being shown over here, both should be same. Please remember. Okay, so now coming to the discussion of what is public, what is class, and what is this pair of curly bracket. Okay, so guys, just go let me know if you think what does this public means, guys. Anybody, what is public? Yes,
It's an access specifier for like anybody can access it, like
it is
public.
called as access modifier. Okay, access modifier. So in Java we are having few access modifier which we will discuss in the few in the coming session. So public means it is accessible by anyone, okay, whoever wants to access it. Okay, this particular class, if somebody wants to access it, so I need to make this as public. And guys, I have not written this public. By default, whenever you are creating a class, by default it is kind of creating a public class only. Okay, class is the keyword in Java, which is nothing but it resembles like something, uh, a, a group of variables, a group of methods will be present in a class. Okay, so class is nothing but, guys, it, you can consider it as what, a kind of a block which will consist of what? It will consist of what, guys? Variables and methods. Later on, we will see what is object, what is constructor, everything. But right now, you can consider this as a class is a keyword. If you notice, guys, package is a keyword, public is a keyword. All these keywords are being shown in some different color combination, and the name of the class is being shown in some different combination, guys. Okay, so everybody are clear with the structure of this particular class. And in Java, please remember, guys, a pair of curly bracket, okay, is always called as block. A pair of curly bracket is always called as block. Okay, so anybody has anything to add over here, guys? Please unmute and speak up. So yeah, go ahead, please.
The main method.
Yeah. So my question to everyone, guys, over here, I have just created a skeleton or structure of a class. Okay. Now the thing is, if you guys, uh, this is what the difference is, guys, between, difference between Eclipse and IntelliJ. Okay. So as soon as you kind of write anything, right? So you will see a auto suggestion, which is kind of getting popped up very quickly in case of IntelliJ, guys. Okay, so over here I'm writing public static void main. Okay, so I want the answer from you guys. Okay, what does this mean basically? Okay, and how what are the different components which are part of your this particular structure when I'm writing PSVM? Okay, so obviously most of you guys call this as PSVM, that is public static void main. Okay, but I want the answer from you. What is static, what is void, and what is string, guys? These three things which we will discuss in detail, guys. Okay, so my first question is, what is static, guys? What is static? Yes, what is static, guys?
Call method
Yes,
without creating object.
Sorry, come again.
You can call method without creating object
Mm-hmm.
by
So we,
by using class name.
yes, so static is a keyword in Java which resembles that you will be allowed to call the method whenever we are kind of creating anything as static, whether it is method, whether it is variable. Okay, so which is nothing but without creating an instance of the respective, you can say, class, we will be able to kind of call it. Okay, that's the definition of static. In real time, if I talk you, like if I make you understand what is static right now here, to kind of make a call to this main method, obviously we don't require any object logic, guys. Okay, so right now we have the static is a keyword, okay, which is basically responsible for calling the methods or variables, anything, guys, without creating an instance. Instance is nothing but you can consider, let's say, object of a class. Okay, so you don't need to create an object, you can call the respective method by the name itself. That's the beauty of static keywords. Okay, next is, guys, void. What is void, guys? What is void? Anybody?
Void is like no return type.
No return type. So when you provide void, guys, void will make you to return nothing. So when I say return nothing, what does this return means? First of all, I know that there will be some queries. What does this return means? Return means you don't need to write return statement over here. Okay, so return is itself is a keyword in Java. So please understand, this is the overall structure of a particular class, whichever you can say we are writing from scratch. Okay, so I'm repeating what I said just now. We have public, which is access modifier. Class is a keyword. Hello world is the name of the class. The name of the class and the file name should be same. All the methods, variables will be present inside this particular pair of curly brackets, starting from here, closing over here. And please remember that we are not supposed to write any of the, you can say, you cannot say that we can write one more main method. The answer is no. There will be always one main method in a particular class. Okay, over here again we have created public static void main string args. So my question to everyone, this particular class is having a main method. Can I create one more main method over here by writing public static void main? Anyone? Yes, I do have one main method over here. So my question is, can I write this same thing again, guys? So the answer is no. Obviously, if you hover your mouse, you will see that, hey, you have already defined, why you are trying to redefine again. Okay, so it is actually not allowed. Please remember this. Okay, next is we are writing one simple statement, system.out.println and hello world. Okay, so please remember, all the statement, whatever you're writing in Java, should end with semicolon. Please remember this. Okay, save this and you are good to go, guys. Over here, when I created the project, right, when I have started this project, started the project from scratch, you guys have seen that something called as build success was shown at the bottom, guys. The reason it has shown because we have created a Maven project, guys. Okay, those who are, let's say, doing it, this exercise or activity on Eclipse, you might create a Java project, so you might not see a build success at the terminal area, guys. Please remember this. Okay, and now we are good to go. Over here you guys can see that we are having two green color this thing. Okay, play button. You are having this green color play button over here. You can see green color play button over here as well, and you can do right click and you can do run as well. So all these are the different way of running the same program which we have just created. That is nothing but hello world. So now we are good to go, and just you need to run this. Once you run this, it will obviously take a little bit of time, and we will get the you can say output in the console area. Okay, So right now, guys, those who let's say are facing some issues with respect to this, don't worry. You just need to understand what this warning are, and based on this warning, you can kind of change the respective values, guys. Okay. So the first warning, which it is saying that upgrade language version in Maven build to 20. So just go to this particular hyperlink and just mention 20 over there. That's it. So go to this section over here. 20 is there, right? So just you have updated this. Once you have updated this, please click on this Maven again, so that all the changes whatever you have done will reload. That's it. And once you are done, after that, again go to this project, again go to this particular file and click on this run hello world again. Okay. So now we are not seeing any warning which we have seen previously. So by that particular change, we are able to kind of let's say run our particular class file, and I hope you guys can see this is the output, guys. Okay. Everyone are clear? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions? If you guys are not having any doubts, queries, questions, I have some questions for you guys. Okay. Can anybody tell me what is system, what is out, and what is println? These three things I want the answer from you guys. What is system? What is out? What is println? Yes, please go ahead. Unmute and speak up, guys. Those who wants to answer. Yes. Anyone? So, yeah, go ahead, please.
System is a class and out is a method.
Out is a method. So system is a predefined class. That is correct. Okay. It's a predefined class. Okay. Now, when I say predefined class, which is obviously providing the access to the resources which is relevant to input and output. Okay. So it's a predefined class. System is a predefined class which is providing access for input and output stream, basically, guys. Okay. The one which is related with input and output. Now the thing is second, this thing what you told, right? Out. Okay. So out is not a this thing. Out is actually a field. Okay. Out is actually a field. Okay. So now basically what happens with out, here if you remember, right, in our this thing, system is a predefined class and out is nothing but it's a static field in the system class, and it is responsible for providing the input stream or output stream in the console area. Okay. So you can consider it is a static field, guys. And the last one, println, as you guys have seen, right? Always remember, in any of the programming language, whenever you see a pair of curly block, right? So basically this block, you can consider that as a method. Okay. So println is what, guys? Println is it is a method which is obviously responsible for printing the value in the output console. Clear, everyone? Anybody has any doubt, any query, any questions? What is system? What is out? What is println? And guys, please remember, all these are nothing but the keywords. Okay. So perfect. So I believe everyone are good. Anybody has anything to add, please feel free to kind of add your thoughts, add your doubts, queries, questions for this particular section, guys. If not, then we'll move to Java basics, guys.
Sir, why out is showing in purple color?
Yeah, see this thing, if you notice, if you hover your mouse, okay, you can see that it is a kind of print stream variable. Okay. So guys, one thing I would like to highlight over here, whatever methods you can use in your Java, right? If you want to, let's say, go in detail of that particular method, please press Control from your keyboard and just click on that. So everyone can see that out is a print stream type of variable. Okay, it's a print stream type of variable and it's a final variable. Okay, so that's the reason it is kind of showing in that purple color combination. And if you go to println is a method, guys. Okay, println is a method. If you notice carefully, it is saying public void println. Okay, so println is a method. Okay, so, and system is, you consider this as a class, and this particular class is a final class. So guys, I'm repeating how to go on to the respective read-only content. Please click on, please press Control from your keyboard and hover your mouse. If you are using Mac, please press Command, guys, and hover your mouse on the respective keywords. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, my next
Yeah, Sarup, I have doubt.
yeah, go ahead, please, go ahead.
Yeah, Sarup, I have.
My name is Vikas.
Like system.out.println.
Mhm.
Instead of system.out.println, like can we use system.in.println?
System.in.println you are asking, right? So if you
Yeah,
write system.in, right, that particular is not having a method which is related to print, right? Because we need to kind of show in the output console, correct? So there are few methods which are similar to this. If you write out, you can see that we are having almost like these are the methods. Okay, you can use either print or you can use either println. Okay, that's it. And whatever content you want to kind of print, right? Obviously, if you don't want to have the logic of, let's say, going to the next line, okay, so you can use print. If you want to kind of go to the next line, then you can use ln, because ln is responsible for moving to the next line. That's it. Okay, so you cannot use system.in.print. Obviously, that method is not supported in logic, right? System.in is basically responsible for taking the input from the user. So that we will use in our scanner class. Okay. So in scanner class, while taking the input, right, you need to kind of use system.in. Perfect. Clear everyone?
yeah, yes, yeah.
Perfect. Moving to the next topic over here, that is nothing but comments in Java. Okay. So there are two types of comments which are supported in Java, guys. One is single line and second is multi-line. Okay. Second is multi-line. So simple, very simple. When I say single line, you can write the comment over here in a very simple format by providing 2/ and you can just write this is Java doc. Okay, Java document. And those who wants to write multi-line comment, just write slash and just put star over here, and you will see that whatever you write over here, okay, everything will be kind of in the comment area only. Correct. Now I would like to know from you guys, when I hover my mouse, guys, right, anywhere, can anybody tell me what is this? Whatever content is visible, right? Can anybody tell me what is this content showing up? Yes, anyone? Please, you can, it's okay if it is wrong, but I want the answer. What do you think? What is this? Yes. So whenever you hover, right, over this particular keyword, whatever we have, okay, so this particular section, whatever content you see, guys, this particular section is called as Java doc. Okay, so what does this Java doc means? Basically, Java doc is nothing but the content which has been written for those who are able, like they can understand what this method is doing, what this keyword is doing, what this variable is doing. If you hover your mouse on static, you can see that we are having some content over here. Okay, so please remember guys, if you notice carefully in a detailed manner, right, if you click on hover your mouse, you can see this content. And now if you notice this content is already present where you guys can see that this is something which is kind of showing up. So same thing is being reflected, is visible whenever we are hovering our mouse. So guys, please remember, all this content has been obviously created by the Java developer already, and they has put inside the respective package. So you guys can see that this particular system class is present inside java.lang. Okay, and now we are able to kind of just get the detailed documentations on risk. So here, if you notice, if you hover your mouse on print, you can see that we are having print a string or some instruction how to use print method. And if you control and click on this, right, you will see the respective details over here as well. So this particular section in Java or in any of the PL programming language, we call this as a Java doc, guys. Clear everyone? Anybody has any doubt, query, questions, guys? Perfect. So yeah, I hope everyone are clear with the comment part. So we are having two types of comment. One is single line comment and second is multi-line comment. Okay. The next things which we are going to see is nothing but variables in Java. Okay. So I'm creating a new class, guys. Again, right click, new Java class. So I'm just giving the name as Java variable. Okay. So you guys can see that we have created a class. So this has been created. Now what exactly we need to do is we need to kind of talk about some variables, guys. Okay. So at high level, anybody wants to add before I start, guys? What are the different Java variables? Yes, anyone? Okay, so we'll get started. So you can see that as soon as I write int, right, so it is showing as int. Okay, and I am showing for one of the variable, and the same is being applied for all the variables, guys. Okay, so over here, can anybody explain me this line, please? What is this line talking about? Yes.
Data type.
So somebody said data type, correct? After that, data type is correct. Next. After data type,
Integer data type.
Variable.
variable name. Perfect. Something called as variable name. And what is equal to?
Equal to variable name and variable value.
Equal to is called in Java as? We call that something. That is something called.
Operator.
It is coming under the category called as assignment operator. Okay, that is operator. That is correct. Absolutely. Okay, but it is coming under the category of assignment. Okay, and then value. Okay, so guys, please remember this is applicable for all the variables, all the data types over here. When I was saying Java variables, guys, Java variable is something which has to be combined with Java data types, guys. Okay, Java variables over here is M only. Okay, if you talk about variables, it is M only. Okay, what is int? Int is a data type. And what is 10? 10 is nothing but a value. Okay, so this complete sentence, whatever we have, right, int m is equal to 10 is a complete sentence which is saying that the 10 value is being assigned to a variable called as m. Okay, can anybody tell me how many memories does integer takes to store the variable? Is it 2 byte or 4 byte? Okay, so please remember integer is taking 4 bytes of memory in the JVM, Java virtual memory, for storing a respective variables, guys. Okay. Next, float n is equal to 10.5. Okay. So what is the issue in float, guys? I have used the same structure, same, everything is same. I've used data type, variable name, assignment operator, and then the value.
Decimal pointer.
We have written decimal. Okay. So the issue with float is, guys, Java is little confused, right? Whether you have declared float or whether you have declared double. Okay. So there are two data types which are supporting decimal. Okay. So you need to give the knowledge to Java that, hey, I'm kind of creating a float variable. So at the end, either you can write capital F, either you can write small f. So in Java, we call this as literals, guys. Okay. We call this as literals. What are literals? Literals are nothing but /n, f, d, all these are nothing but a literals, guys, which we provide at the end of a particular variable whenever we are defining. Okay. Next. Okay. So now I will just talk about this three in detail and then we'll move to the next data types. Okay. So integer, guys, is responsible for storing the whole number. You cannot store any decimal value. Please keep in mind. Okay. And whenever we are using integer, right, you don't need to use double quotes. Nothing is required. You just need to use number. Okay. Next is float. Here, if you write this float 10f, that is also fine. So you can store integer in, you can store decimal without decimal as well. But it is obviously whenever we are using float, obviously Java is saying that you should write f at the end so that Java can understand that you are using a float variable. Okay. Next is character. Character is nothing but you can store only single value and that too in the single quotes. Okay. You cannot use double quotes. Please remember that. Okay. If you are using double quotes, it will come under some other data type. If you are using single quotes, that will be considered as character. Okay. So any questions on these three data types, guys?
No.
Okay. The next is string. Okay. So I'm declaring a string. I am new to Java. Whatever sentence you want to have it, that you can have it inside a string. So now the query or the question is, you can see that most of the whatever data type I have used, all are showing in purple color, but string is not showing in any of the color. Okay. So anybody wants to add over here, what can be the, you can say, what can be answer for this? Yes, anyone, please. Why string is not being represented in any of the color? Because already I said, right, something about string.
String is a predefined class.
String is a predefined class. Okay, so when you hover your mouse, you will see that it is a class which is present inside java.lang. And please remember, guys, it's not a class, it's a final class. Okay, so whenever we are using string, okay, please remember, either you can use in this format or like here you can see, right, string str is equal to new string data. So this is something like you are kind of creating an object, or you can use either in this format. Both are fine, guys. Okay. So whenever we are using string, you will see that this is not highlighted in any of this keyword. Okay. But yes, string is a class as well as data type in Java. Please remember this. Okay. So next is, guys, we have something called as you can say that double. Okay. So double D is equal to, you can just mention 29 something something, and just at the end you can write small d. Small d is nothing but a literal, guys. Okay. Anybody wants to kind of add more data types? So we have something called as Boolean. Okay. Boolean will always accept two values, either one is true and second is false. Okay, it will either accept true, second it will accept false. Okay, so now obviously remaining data type we will talk about them later. So whatever data type I have used, guys, you just need to display them in the output console. So guys, please write down system.out.println. Okay, and just write the respective value one after the other. Okay, so you can just mention this. Now you guys can see that I'm getting some issue over here. Can anybody tell me what is the issue? Anybody? You can unmute and speak up. What could be the issue? Why it is showing in red color?
M is already declared as int.
You remember my first this thing, guys, what we did? Where we have written system.out.println inside main method. And what I'm doing over here, guys, I'm trying to write outside the, I have not declared main method yet. Okay, so please remember, you need to have main method for writing the SOP statement, system.out.println. Okay, so public static void main string arguments, and inside that you can write whatever you want, like logically, like system.out.println, and value is equal to, and just write all the value one after other. Okay, so here when I'm trying to access this variable, guys, okay, you can see that I'm getting something over your mouse. What it is saying that non-static field M cannot be referenced from the static contents. So what exactly we need to do? Can anybody tell me? Yes. Over here, guys, whenever we are creating a variable inside, I would say, I mean, just at high level, I'm talking about, whenever we are creating a variable, you can see that one usage is there, which is over here. But the thing is, we are not able to use this. So move all this content, whatever we have written, right, inside a main method, guys. Okay, so what I will do, I will move all this content inside a main method. And now obviously all the variables which are we are having, right, we can just use system.out.println and display the value. Okay, so value of integer, value of float, value of char, value of string, value of double, and just mention the you can say this, guys, this variable is little bit confusing because we have already used this variable. So flag, so copy this flag over here, copy this D over here, copy str over here, copy float, you can say n. I'm not displaying sorry, this thing here. You can write one mistake, guys. M is done, float is n, char is o, string is str, boolean, I will make it as boolean. Okay, so we are done, guys. We have just declared this variable and we are displaying this in the output console. Okay, I'll just run this. So all the variables whatever we have declared, right, those will be kind of showing the output value in the console area. Okay, so these are the values which we have declared, and these are the values which are kind of showing up over here. Anybody has any doubts, queries, questions, guys? Okay, perfect. So guys, I'll be like obviously stopping here, and please, I am obviously going from basics, guys. At any point if you feel, let's say I'm going little fast, or let's say, because once we are moving into Java topics, right, there will be a lot of other concepts which will come into consideration. So please make sure that you are following the respective keywords, whatever we have discussed so far, and all this content I will be obviously uploading over the GitHub. Okay, once we are kind of fully starting with our this thing sessions, guys. Okay, so meanwhile, I would request everyone to please ask your doubts, queries, questions, whatever you have. Okay, and this will be uploaded over Git, both the projects like the Java projects and then Maven project. And those who are, let's say, facing any issues in Eclipse, right? You guys can also post me your doubts, queries, questions, guys. Okay, so our discussion will be kind of continue from this particular topic only, that is Java variable. So today, obviously, we have done some initial setup inside IntelliJ. Okay, so we have given the project name as Selenium Feb 2025 project. Obviously, those who wants to kind of give some other name, well and good. I have selected one of the archetype. That's the reason the folder structure is looking like this. I have not spoken about any of the files other than test folder, guys. So please make a note of that. Okay, later on, once we are done with Java topics, at that time we will talk in detail about each and every folder. Okay, and over here we have created a package inside a package, and these two files has been created. One is hello world and second is Java variables. Okay, so we will continue our discussion from Java variables, and I would request everyone to please ask your doubts, queries, questions, whatever you have. Okay, so I'll stop here. We'll continue our discussion from this topics, guys. Anybody wants to add anything? You can unmute and speak up, guys.
So what is the duration and what is the daily classes is it?
Yeah, Ravichandra, the duration will be almost like more than 35 to 40 hours, I would say. Okay, and it will be obviously, like, I hope yesterday, I'm not sure whether you guys have went through this link. It will consist of real-time 3 frameworks, okay, which is including 2 of them from the UI and one is from the API cases, okay, which will be purely REST assured API testing, and one will be BDD Cucumber style and one will be page object model. So all the contents and everything is present on this URL, and if you want, I can share this URL again on this chat window.
Restricted also.
Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Let me share it again, guys. Okay, so just have a look onto this. Almost all the content,
Yeah.
like all the details is already posted. Obviously, if you still got any doubts, query, I mean, I would like to make it clear.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have posted the link, guys, but still anybody is facing any challenge issues in setup, please, I would request to kind of highlight it. Okay.
So the notes or how? From GitHub share folder that you will share to us or how?
Yes, notes and everything. Once after around 3, I would say maximum 2 or 3 days, everything will be shared. Even the interview materials, even the all the README notes, whatever I'm writing, all the Java files which we are creating. Okay, so obviously all
Is there
this.
any? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Is there any, like, after tutorial got any sites that we can go and practice ourselves, like each of
Yes,
topics?
but more than 15 plus website I will share. Okay, where you guys that those will be from different domain. Okay, some of will be from, let's say, banking domain. Some of them will be e-commerce domain. Some of them will be, let's say, WordPress websites. So you will be having sufficient material in terms of learning. Okay, so obviously I will already consider around 4 to 5 URLs at my side for practice purpose. But yes, all the content, once we kind of start fully, I'll be sharing those details with you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, sure. Perfect. So I believe we are good. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for taking out your time for today's session. We'll meet tomorrow at same time, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.